This is supposed to be part 2 of my teaching series on songwriting based on my own process. My favorite way to start is to have a first line. It's the easiest. If you get the first line, you get a line of text, you'll get a line of melody, you put them together, you find the chords or the groove or whatever that is that's going to make it underneath it, and sometimes all you have is one line and you just play that one line. Sometimes you play it a bunch of times before a second line in some form comes. So I wanted to talk again today about beginnings. How do you get started? And my idea is that you just talk, which is what I am very consciously doing now. When you meet me in person, I probably won't be talking this fast. What I'm doing right now is making a very special effort just to keep the lips moving and trust that something up here is going to make sense or sound funny or rhythmic or something. Rhythmic or something, 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 rhythmic or something. Well, I don't know. What I would say, having got that melodic phrase, if I dropped rhythmic or something, maybe there'd be something. Isn't she something? Isn't she something? Isn't she something? Isn't she fine? Isn't she lovely? Don't you wish she were mine? What did I just say? Holy cow. I'm going to go with that. What did I say? I guess I got to stop the tape. I won't do that again because I don't normally record while writing, so if I can't remember it back, I won't do that. I just got stressed because I thought people were watching. Isn't she something? Came a lot at once. Isn't she fine? Isn't she lovely? Don't you wish she were mine? Isn't she something? What's the tempo really going to be? Isn't she something? I don't know. Isn't she fine? I don't know. Isn't she something? Isn't she fine? Is that too low for me? Isn't she? Maybe I should move it up. Isn't she something? Isn't she something? Isn't she something? Something. Maybe I keep it there, A minor. Isn't she something? Isn't she fine? Isn't she lovely? Don't you wish she were mine? So where's that going? You're asking somebody else. Who are you asking? Do you wish she were mine? Is this my mother? Is this my ex? Is it somebody who has some relation with her? Isn't she something? Isn't she fine? Isn't she lovely? Don't you wish she were mine? Isn't she something? Now, is this going to repeat? That's my next problem. Isn't she something? Isn't she fine? Isn't she lovely? Don't you wish she were mine? Something like that. Am I repeating now or saving it? Feels like I want to repeat. So where are we? A, B, A, the old classic 32-bar song form. Very well might be. I do that a lot. There's nothing wrong with it. Isn't she something? Isn't she fine? Isn't she lovely? Yuck. Don't you wish? It's too... It's got to be faster than this because the words are not of such amazing quality or depth of feeling to justify singing so slowly, I'd say. So, isn't she something? Isn't she fine? Yeah, it wants to have some humor. Maybe I've got the wrong group being in A minor. I don't know. Isn't she? Isn't she? No. Keep it in minor, but so there'll be a contrast between some darkness in the melody and what I hope will be humor in the whole play of desire. Isn't she something? Isn't she interesting? Isn't she something? Isn't she fine? Isn't she lovely? Don't you wish she were mine? I don't know. Isn't she something? Well, you see, so maybe I jumped into this too soon. I've got that on a page. I think I'll remember it. I'll play it one more time just for my own memory's sake. I'm in B flat minor now, incidentally. Isn't she something? I followed my voice there. Isn't she something? Isn't she fine? Isn't she lovely? Don't you wish she were mine? It doesn't really seem to be playing like that, so we'll see. Now, so while I have you here, let me see what happens if I just, because these are for throwing away. Actually, the most liberating thing I ever did, my breakthrough, in fact, as a songwriter, right at the beginning of this, was when I made up my mind that I was writing for the wastebasket. That's who's getting this song, most likely, you know. And then if I liked something, I could keep it in the notebook, finish it. If the ones I really liked, I could play for people, but never with the idea of anything but throwing it away. Unless it came out better than that. So unless it came out, unless you think you might come home with me tonight. Unless you think you might come home with me tonight. Unless you think you might come home with me tonight. And I want another rhyme. Tonight. Come home. Unless you think you might come home with me tonight. Unless you think you might come home with me tonight. What did I do? I had some music with that, right? Unless you think, unless, the devil's interval. Unless you think you might come home with me tonight and kiss me and hold me tight. Well, it is what I mean, but it feels a little too cliche to bother about. Unless you think you might come home with me tonight and be my sweet delight. Bite. Okay, here's where I go through the alphabet. Bite, kite, klite, chite, chite, my chite. Sometimes it's the last syllable or last syllable of a longer word. Chite, dite, Aphrodite, Aphrodite. Fite, Andrew, fight. Unless you think you might come home with me tonight, I'll get into a fight with your friend. Unless you think you might. Unless you think you might come home with me tonight, I'll probably pick a fight with your friend. I guess not. Unless you think you might come home. Oh, incidentally, what I get now is this can be the beginning of the chorus. Now I write in this sense of verse and chorus as the like Gershwin and Cole Porter and those people did. The verse is like recitativo in opera, where the aria is what we call the chorus. So it's a little different than the contemporary thing with verses and refrains, where the refrain is a hook. For us, the chorus is really basically the whole song, the whole important part of the song. Unless you think you might come home with me tonight, and unless you think you might come home to me with tonight and not fight, flight, hit the height, jite, light, delight, being the light of my life. Do you think, unless you think you might come home with me tonight and help me in my plight, I'm so alone. Unless you think you might come home with me tonight and help me with my plight. I'm so alone. And help me in my plight, not with. And help me in my plight. I'm so alone. Yeah, this I think does have potential. I don't know. I mean, this could turn into a threat, and I won't write that. But I could see where, unless you think I'm going to kill myself or something like that. We won't go there. I won't. At least I don't think I would. Unless the rhymes make me, then I would. Apparently, I've written lots of songs I would never write. Unless you think you might come home with me tonight and help me in my plight. I'm so alone. I think I'll cry. I'll maybe die. I'm going to write them down. I think I'll cry. Of course it's a cliche. Of course it is. I think I'll cry. Unless you think you might come home with me tonight and help me in my plight. I'm so alone. I think I'll cry. I may even die. Well, maybe I won't write that down. One thing is, yeah, I don't need to write die down after cry to know that that's what I thought. There are certain things like cry and die and tears and fears and maybe and baby and zither. And what rhymes with zither? Come hither. All right. I'm hitting 10 minutes now. So I think that's enough for these kinds of things. So maybe I'll come back soon. If anybody likes it, please give me a comment. Yeah, see ya.